Oh, you know what? I could go back into the church because I don't think I finished talking to everybody in there. So maybe I can do that. I feel so bad going back in here after what happened yesterday. Or I should more specifically say in my last stream. It was pretty bad.
Hardcore.
She nods you with respect and turns off her recording device. Okay, so empathy is locked, so we finished our conversation with her.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
He drops a bolt into his toolbox,
Dead
and
body,
the thing cannot
spirit,
scroll.
Sure.
Concept edition locked. Hardcore steady, don't just nod along, really feel it. Okay, let's see if we finish talking to Andre.
The god of dance is back! I'm dancing with the god of dance! Goodbye, officer.
Okay. We did try with her the logic.
Yes. What is it?
I really want to do this. We do have a skill point, but we can save it and maybe try coming back to that in the future. I think we didn't talk to Egghead yet.
Good morning! Yeah!
3 o'clock in the afternoon. He waves his hand in the air. The words echo magnificently throughout the nave. Whoa, that's a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary! Very hardcore!
His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact!
He brushes his hand through
I
his
couldn't
hair.
control it! At all!
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
I don't know. His mind seemingly flipping through the options. I imagine this is a sound that the future could make. Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore than I ever imagined.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Lungs are for love. When Dolores Day was anointed innocent,
Did we really read all this? I don't think we did, right?
glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Objectively, it was good for its time, and they sort of screwed it up after she passed, like they always do. Don't listen to that retrograde class warrior, Egg.
I feel like I didn't talk to him, but all these things are marked already.
Yeah! The first page of the... There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this... Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's...
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore. Fuck yeah, I knew it.
Oh, I guess we did have these conversations. Oh well. You know what? This extremely interests me, so I feel like it's worth the skill point. Let's put on all our logic clothes and then retry this roll. I do want to see what it says. Her stupid hat. Oh, this is 2 logic. Okay. Nice. Logic jacket. Logic glasses. That's so nice we have so much logic bonus. Bonus from thoughts -1. I can't believe our new hat helps too. I know we have one thought that's... This is the magnesium, but... I mean, we're pretty high up. Accept and close. Okay.
Yes, what is it?
Only 58? Okay, crossing fingers. Please let me live. Yes. Okay. You don't have to. You already have a long time ago. Wait, how? These thoughts formed in you somewhere in a long forgotten discussion, behind a kitchen table in the evening light. And a woman, she was there too. Her hair smelled of shampoo and she was smoking. Suna, it is the origin point of the pail. Whoa, the origin point of the pail? Whoa.
What?
The swallow. It's how it starts. It's baby pail. It's baby pail? Whoa. That's crazy.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
Sorry, sipping some water. She looks up, and there's fear in her eyes as she considers the possibility. That comforts her. No, look up first. We're 20 meters from the very edge. Pale is only in effect a transition between the world and that. She looks up into the darkness under the nave and then back at you. The pale is only in effect a transition between the world and that.
Then what is that?
And it's nothing. No. It's less than nothing. No. It's less than nothing. The final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this, spread your hands, never was. Less than nothing. Whoa, that's so crazy to think
Then
about.
the Pale is...
Simply a gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day when it's larger, it will be.
I understand.
She closes her
The
eyes.
theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places. Whoa.
According to this, how long...
She's silent for a second, then she opens her mouth. Until it starts swallowing? It's already started. It's starting with sound.
And information.
She nods.
Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
It didn't form in a church. The church formed around it. All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area. All the failure in Martinez. I think I've thought of this. I've had this thought before. That's how I know. One day, all the world will be like that 2mm hole.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus, or
She looks for words.
a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers.
Yes, acting on an instinctual level or religious practices we've forgotten.
I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of Revachol settlement.
7 churches.
Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but
Some of them might. A black crane hanging in the air. That would be really interesting if we went to the other locations. The other 6 locations, right? 7 including where we are. All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area. All the failing
do you
Martinez.
think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even say software development?
Yes, even the revolution was defeated here. I mean, in a kind of anthroponetic history. All failed businesses and ideologies. There's something wrong here. I mean, what do we think? Like, does this really have an effect on, like, the way reality turns out? Or is it just a coincidence? And that people fails on something... people fail on their own is just... Like, there's no correlation, right? I don't know. I guess I would like to believe that everything affects everything in this world.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history.
She shakes her
I
head.
told them.
I should let people still working here know about this. They might be affected. No, it's better they don't know. Does that mean, like, telling the bookstore lady? I kind of want to go down that route. I want to see what happens.
You mean Plaisance and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
No, just the dice maker. I don't think Plaisance would survive this knowledge. Yeah, I was like kind of imagining that. Like, if we told her this, she might like implode. No, just Plaisance. I don't think Neha is playing fair in this game. Both of them deserve to know. I wonder what the dice maker would say. You know what? I want to talk to both of them about this. I wonder what they would have to say.
Then go tell them.
She smiles, suddenly encouraging. I think I've had this up before. That's how I know. What does it say? The source of doom. Soonest research had led you to discover a 2mm point of pale in the DeLorean Church of Humanity on the coast. This might be negatively affecting the entire neighborhood, including the doomed commercial area where Plaisance worked. Okay. Guess we're telling her about it. Boring cop, sorry cop, apocalypse cop, superstar cop. Interesting. Ultra liberal. I guess one thing to do if you wanted to do something interesting through a playthrough is like maybe try to do like try to aim for one of these styles. I didn't really aim for any political style, so it's kind of all over the place, but this would be really interesting. Ultra liberal will be interesting to see. Fascist would be like crazy because then you have to say all the terrible things. But it would be interesting. Alright.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
One day all the world will be like that 2mm hole. She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window. Cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest? Some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Otto Kaiser, thank you for the follow.
You know, maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
Perhaps not.
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
What is there to add to that? Nothing.
I do have one mystery that still needs solving. The radio ghost in the doomed commercial area's electronic doorbell. Oh, that's true. I mean, I think it's just an old recording, but...
The creepy woman!
She slaps her forehead.
We were wondering about that when we worked there. But I had
Oh, she knows what we're
completely
talking about?
forgotten about it ever since.
That's pretty funny.
It must be anthroponetic crosstalk. The one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pay right on the doorstep.
Oh, so like... A radio wave that just like got lost and distorted and sent to a wrong area, I guess? Or a wrong... What am I trying to say? Like when something gets lost in the mail, it just ended up in the wrong, like, pile, right? So, like that, except for radio waves, it just, like, it was interfered with and then just ended up in a wrong
It's quite
place.
common, actually. When the signal gets routed through Pale, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago.
Yeah, just a big swirl of like signals getting all like bounced around in the wrong directions.
Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anytime.
She smiles. She seems really excited about our discovery here. Wow, so cool. Okay, we friggin' have to go talk to Plaisance and the dice maker. Cleaning out the rooms. Someone's been walking around in your dreams lately, looking for something, tidying up, rearranging, storing all away the unrealized dreams, putting old pains in boxes. The worst nightmares have settled down for a while. A spot of light on the bedroom door after the dark. The fluttering of eyelids in the spring sun. A thought that arises, only to disappear again. And yet, there's a pattern emerging. Temporary riches bonus, none. That's fine. At least it's not detrimental. We don't have any skill points though, but we just need 25 more. Learning cap for savoir-faire. I don't think we need that, right? Yeah. We don't really need bonuses from the thought. Okay, so the 15th the tribe we could probably get rid of. Jammark Shuffle is like meh as well. Anti-object task force is probably not useful either. Learning cap, speed gives 1 psi. Okay. Okay, so for future thoughts we can clear out these probably. Just to keep that in memory. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. I'm trying to think of all the things we need to do. Well, there's 3 things. I want to go back to the quote-unquote Doom commercial area. We need to finish looking at all the nets. I mean the traps, and then talk to Measurehead. I think that will be a good list of things to do. Okay, so boathouses and the canal. Southeast of the village. Okay, the boathouses, or are they down here? Oh wait, the boathouse is where there was that rickety area. A little black swallow circles above you. Hear it chirp. Okay, so I think we passed it then. Because we need to go back to where... Let me just check the description one more time. West of the Feld building. Yeah. Okay, so that is this way. So it would have been the first trap to check if I figured out where it was sooner, but that's okay. Down here somewhere. Aha. Alrighty, look around. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building room over the reeds. They whisper among themselves confidentially. Snowflakes cling to their shivering stems. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured their freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows. Reach for the trap. The trap is also full of panic locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside. Okay, and the last one is by the fisherman shacks. I think southeast of the village. Alright, I can cross this way. I think, yeah. Ah, okay. I could have crossed that way before too. So southeast of here, right? Down here. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay. So I have to go around. Southeast of here. What's this? Oh, did we not explore over here, I guess? Someone's left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Oh, how do we get to this area? Oh wait, hold on. Let's check if the trap is over here somewhere. Nope. First our completely destroyed car. Oh. Honey. This is it, the scene of the party. The fire, the pit, the cigarettes, and all the empty bottles all evidence it. Hold up, don't you mean the scene of the crime? Not as such. I'm talking about what came after, the party scene. Yeah, sure, it does look like a lot of folks partied here. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain. Such a random thought. That's interesting. I think my logic was like high enough to like trigger here, but then not high enough to like have any sort of interesting observation or conversation there. Oh, yay, we found it. So that's kind of funny. We're only like a little bit stupid right now because of our logic bonuses. This trap is not too hard to spot once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologists. Look around. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song. Louder on this part of the coast. Nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity. Alright. So we can go straight back to... what's his name? The cryptozoologist guy. So let's march over here. And we just make our way past the church. Yep. Run faster. In the unopenable door. Wait. This is the wrong way, right? I apologize. I'm directionally challenged. But I will find my way. Ah, okay, I remember now. It is by the trap over here. And then we go around and up. Okay, and then we can check these traps. This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble, while the snow falls all around. It's good the cryptozoologist left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange somehow. Reach for the trap. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locusts. No phasmid either, but still. Immediately yell, "It's empty! Morel didn't leave it empty!" Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by a gust of cold wind. Look closer still. Nothing. No traces of the locust or the Insulindian phasmid. What happened? The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground. The reeds continue to hiss around you as you put the empty trap back on the ground. Time to consult the professionals. Morel and Lena. Okay. The trap was empty. So we gotta tell them. Alright, can I warp? I cannot. I'm not sure how the warping works. Why it lets me warp sometimes and why it doesn't let me warp sometimes. Fast travel. So yeah, I don't know. Let's get out of here. Will I warp now? Ah, okay. If I'm in the area, then it lets me travel, I see. Yeah. So we're gonna talk to the Doom commercial area guys. Man, I would totally want to see what Kim's reaction would be if we were to tell them about... If we were to hear the conversation of us telling them about the whole of Doom. Maybe I should wait until he comes back. I wonder what his reaction would be, actually. I wonder if he would even... if he might even stop us. I'm actually really curious. So maybe I'll try to save those conversations for when he comes back. Okay, we can talk to Morel and Lena for now, and then also talk to Measurehead. It can be a little funny. That's what I'm hoping for. I think it will be great. So I'll wait for Kim to come back. Ah, friggin' Titus. I don't think I can retry the check with him yet. Let me just double check really quick. Nope. Where is it exactly? Titus Hardy, Authority. Okay. Well then. Can't talk to this guy.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Oh. Yeah. I had a high percentage on this, but,
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
it failed, unfortunately, which kinda sucked.
Again? I can't be-
Okay.
Yes? What is it?
Are you by any chance working class? Are you with him? Pointing to the man in sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
You look cute together. Nothing, just
The
wondering.
sooner you figure this hanging out, the sooner everyone can go home.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. These guys are here. Let's talk to them.
It's great to see you again, officer.
He grins, bowing
My
awkwardly.
wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
But Kim type of fun, by the way? Oh yeah, if it's Kim type of fun, that's my favorite.
It's great to see.
Oh wait, we're talking to Lena.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out.
She says, beaming.
I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, man. It was a truly epic long-distance trek. I was just on my way while I was working on the case. I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude.
Clothes.
It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. quite special.
She handed you a thin ribbon held together by a silver bird skull. The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. You've never told me you've seen the phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
What happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing.
She brushes her hair back.
Most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour. How some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing.
He breathes excitedly.
If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
He looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. You're on a date?
Our first, yes.
The old woman looks at her husband tenderly. Its limbs are white?
Not all of them.
He answers for
There
her.
is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Maybe you imagined it?
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here, what makes it a confirmed sighting. She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
So she couldn't have made it up or imagined it.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena,
She lowers her voice, imitating a boy.
you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds?
She smiles.
Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
Very interesting. 8-eyed Terratorn tie. A slender bowler tie held together by an antique clasp in the shape of a bird skull. The skull features 8 cavities for eyes. It's disturbing, but you can't look away. Oh. Oh. Inland Empire Volition. Yeah, one thing I kind of miss out of this playthrough is Inland Empire. More crazy inner thoughts. Wonder if he'll say anything?
Ha ha! Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He gives you a gruff pat on the shoulder. He tries to play it cool, remain professional, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps. I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
He breaks his calm, and one of them was empty. Nothing. Maybe I didn't check them after all.
Completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide. Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking? Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
He rubs his chin. The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow?
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
The old woman's face lights up.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
His companion sighs. Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid. I don't know, I'm not persuaded.
Why don't you try convincing Morel his hypothesis is invalid?
He scowls.
Thank you for the vote of no confidence, Gary. An officer. I appreciate your concern, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture.
You're driving at the soft underbelly of his psyche. He realizes he's gotten defensive.
Actually, no.
His tone changes.
Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft? Ooh, my interfacing. Develop an alternative theory about the missing locusts. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks.
The man mutters in the distance. He doesn't dare say more. Okay. Well. 97. Consider the way the trap was disturbed, as though shaken, most like the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno. I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locust.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
A shadow of worry passes over the woman's face. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
The man turns to his companions. After this is your last chance to talk to Gary. This is so interesting. We're like that. I'm having logic checks because of all the clothes that I'm wearing.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
The woman's voice is a little shaky suddenly.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his teeth.
Morel, it's been fun, Really. But I need a bath, and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No, no. No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Sue's rain tea today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment. Okay. Okay. Let's see what he has to say.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Okay, we don't need to heckle him. But we can go talk to Kuno. Local kids might know too. Okay. Let's chat with Kuno a bit. I'm really excited to see what the bookstore lady and the dice maker lady will say once we get to talk to them. But I might have to say that for tomorrow because I was only going to stream for a little bit. Since it is pretty late for me. And I started later than normal today. Okay, Kuno?
Fuck does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about books.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Little one seems distraught.
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't...
Kuno doesn't fucking care. Alright. This was it, right? I'm pretty sure. Let us take a look. It's crawling with locusts in here. All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack have been shaped into mounds of mud dotted with little holes for windows. Sounds like you found the locust, detective. What is this? Heaps of leaves are rotting among the mud-caked towers. Dozens of little locusts feed on them, buzzing away with vicious joy. Kuno has really outdone himself here. I should go and ask him to stop then. Alright, nothing else in here.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the books, so what?
He says slowly, meeting your gaze with sullen defiance. You say you don't give a F about bugs, then you go build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
He says, enunciating every syllable.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence and buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent. City of Rage sounds like a cool place. Whatever, kids. I just wanted to ask. What are you, some kind of artist now?
Kuno, the pig wants to help you.
She moans.
Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
He pushes his chest out. Art is lame as hell. You should listen to your friend, Kuno. That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man.
Free to be an
Kuno's
artist. He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip him open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Wow.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
Leading silence fills the yard. In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. That depends on the choices you make, young girl. Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that. I mean, number 2, right? I don't really remember what the best... Or, like, our previous conversations, so... But this sounds like the best option.
I don't believe you.
She disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He's turned completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. I need you to stop taking the locusts from the traps. Those cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now.
He turns toward the
She was
fence.
right.
The girl's face appears again above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. What does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his burning face up into the falling rain.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
He says, finally lowering his gaze to meet yours. Oh no, did I ruin it? I guess if I sounded bored about it. You know, reverse psychology.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Sad. Poor locusts. Okay, bye.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid. He mutters to himself. Okay, bye.
Fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
He says, not entirely convinced of himself. As you leave, you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slow down. Like clockwork unwinding. Interesting.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno does...
Maybe it was always going to be lame to him in the end. It was cool for a moment. I want to see if there's another option we can click on the locusts at all. Nope, if not, we can just return to the cryptozoologist. And then I'll probably have to end the stream after that. Because I need to stop going to sleep so late. I'm happy we got through at least a bit though. Little progress is still progress. Bum ba bum bum.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She turns to smile gently up at her husband. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit. He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
She looks at him with tender concern.
You're right, you're right.
He breathes carefully.
We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
Not to start coughing again. Man, I'm really feeling this is costing me time on my main investigation. It's not worth risking your health. You should call it a day and go home. I'd offer to help, but I have my own things to do. Maybe I can still restock the trap for you? You've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this. Accept enthusiastically. I mean, these will have the same results, right? Let's be enthusiastic.
Really? It's too much, officer.
He starts coughing again.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
She nods to her husband.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts.
Oh.
They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but,
Wow, co-discovery? You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. Okay. See if Lena has anything to say.
Oh,
Oh, the guy left. I guess he went to go to bed. Find the Incendian phasmid. You volunteered to restock the enemy trap for the cryptozoologists. They even gave you a fresh box of locusts. This could, after some messing around, probably lead to discovery. First, restock the trap you left empty before. Is that the main one? The one that got messed up by Kuno? I don't know. Okay, we do have a skill point that we can save, and box of locusts. A cardboard box with several rows of little holes in the lid. Though at first glance of the box it seems perfectly ordinary, upon closer examination, it's obvious that it has been prepared with great care. Okay. Alright, that'll be the end of the stream for today, and thank you all for watching. We'll be back with the Elysium next time. But yeah. As always, this game is a fun time. Alright, I need to get to bed. Goodbye.